Hello and welcome to my Kodachrome Basin State Park hiking video. This is supposed to be 7.3 miles, but because I did some hiking off trail, it ended up being 9.8 miles. One of the first places I went to was Panoramic Point, then Mammoth Spire. After that, did some exploring just beyond Cool Cave. Went back, saw Cool Cave. Attempted Shepherd's Loop, was not able to figure it out. Went back, saw Secret Passage, then saw this incredible Indian Rock, Ballerina Spire, and then the Hat Shop right after that. And then somehow I missed Indian Rock, or Indian Cave, excuse me. When the hike was over, went and saw Chimney Rock, then went to Shakespeare's Arch. That was about 1.7 mile hike. And on the way out, there was this incredible sunset. From there, I drove out of the state park and saw this Grosvenor. Not sure if that's how it's pronounced. Grosvenor Arch. It is on a dirt road approximately 10 miles from the park entrance. Absolutely incredible. I drove literally 50 miles an hour trying to get there before the sun set. Luckily, my camera was able to capture it. Unbelievable, beautiful. This hike is about 35 minutes from Bryce Canyon. You pass through the town of Tropic. My brother-in-law's from Tropic, so shout out, Wade. Love you. Entered the park, and almost instantly you start seeing amazing rock formations, crazy spires. It was beautiful. Got me really excited. Hope you enjoy this. So I am at Kodachrome Basin State Park. I'm going to be doing Indian Cave, Mammoth Spire, and panoramic loop, I believe. Looks like there's only one other car in this parking lot, so my guess is I probably won't see anyone else during my hike. But this place is amazing. There's just like crazy rock formations everywhere, so I'm super excited to do this. Checking out this spire, I don't know, hoodoo, whatever you want to call it, but that is just crazy looking. It is completely different color, so obviously completely different type of rock. I guess I'm a little lost on how that was created, but it's really super cool. Just super interesting. I'm only less than a quarter mile into my hike, so I'll just give a slow turn so you can kind of see what this looks like. It's cool. Hoodoos or spires, whatever you want to call them. Really, really cool. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm at kind of the splitting of the trail. This is a loop, so whichever way I go, I'll be coming back on that loop. This is pointing me to go straight. It's just my nature, so forgive me, but because it wants me to go straight, I'm gonna go this way. So in other videos that I've done, I have a bad habit of taking video and walking. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop doing that, but I'm gonna try to be better at keeping my camera steady if I'm walking. Anyways, I am about not quite half a mile in, but the scenery is pretty spectacular all the way around me, so I thought I'd give you a quick look. So
Alright, heading off to Panorama Point. Let's do it. Alright, so this is Panorama Point. What you see out there in the distance, that is Bryce Canyon. I'm not sure what that is, but that's beautiful. Wow, what a gorgeous view. Yeah, what a gorgeous view. Alright, so I'm gonna leave Panorama Point. I'm about 1.4 miles into the hike. It's beautiful up here. Absolutely beautiful. Heading over here, there's some footprints. There's nothing on the trail that shows anything over here, but it kind of looks like there's a cave. So I'm gonna walk over and check it out. These hoodoos are super cool. So no cave. You can see that this must get, when it rains a lot, it must get a ton of water. Check that out. Must be like a river that flows through there when it rains a lot, and it honestly, coming in, it was very apparent that there had been a flash flood through this area not that long ago. There's parts of the road that you could tell that they had scraped off a lot of dirt, and then there was tons of debris on the sides of the road. So my guess is this little river here was flowing fairly strong not too long ago. One last look at these rock formations and hoodoos. So a little over a little over 2 miles in. See the trail over there. That must be Mammoth Spire. Go check it out. I was just realizing that I got off of the main trail. Still on a trail, but just off of the main trail. I'm gonna try to do my best to stay on that main trail. All right, so I'm 2.4 miles in. My trail is on the other side of this Mammoth Spire. So I'm gonna hike around to it. The trail I'm on is not the right trail, so I'm gonna hike around to the other side. All right, I'm just hanging out in the shade of Mammoth Spire. It's a hot day and it feels amazing right here in this shade, so I'm gonna sit and relax for a minute, and I'll get going again. I'm 2.4 miles in. So just got done resting, cooling down behind this Mammoth Spire. Today is September 3rd. It is my brother-in-law's birthday. He passed away a little over 6 years ago. Anyways, just thinking about him today. He was kind of a father figure type influence in my life, you know. You don't always, well, you don't get to choose who your influences are. And he was definitely an influence for me. So thinking about you, Chad. Love you, man. All right, I'm attempting to find, oh, there it is. Okay, attempting to find the trail, so I see it in front of me. Number one, the sky is amazing. But check out this rock wall. It's crazy. Looks like the stuff underneath it is just kind of mud. And everything up above is rock. Just gonna mess with this dirt right here. Yeah, it is just totally loose mud with giant rocks on top of it. Alright, back to the trail. So we got Cool Cave is where we're headed. Shepherd's Loop. Maybe I'll do Cool Cave and then check out Shepherd's Loop. Not sure what that is. So you can see that there was a lot of water flowing through here not too long ago. You can see all the debris. You can see the different color up there. Water must have been 4+ feet deep through this area. Someday I'm gonna see one of those crazy flash floods, and hopefully I'll have some high ground to be on, but it'd be really neat to see. I'm gonna do this Cool Cave, and I'm gonna head back doing the Shepherd's Loop. All right, that heads to the Cool Cave. There's also another trail that goes off this way. I think I'm gonna go check this trail out first, come back and do the Cool Cave, and then I'm gonna do that Shepherd's Loop. So I'm just off trail. Well, so I'm the trail that was continuing on, not going to Cool Cave, still on that. All right, I'm gonna walk this wash for a minute because it looks like to see what's back in here. Check that out. That gorge. This must be in a heavy rainstorm. That must be crazy right there. Flowing all through here. Super pretty. You can see the soil is still wet right there, so hasn't been that long ago. All right, I'm gonna hike around here and then over to there. You can tell all this is created from probably rainfall water coming off these cliffs. Looks really neat. Get into this wash and then I'm gonna just walk around it. Check it out. What this looks like behind this pile of dirt right here. You can see how it's still wet in here. Whew, it's nice and cool. Yeah, that's really nice. That's 15 degrees cooler right there than it is even out here. Following the wash right here. Going under it. Very cool. Check that out, that little kind of a slot canyon area, and then looks like there's an awful lot of water that comes through here. I wonder what that white stuff is exactly. Obviously some type of mineral that's in the water as it comes down. Yeah, there's literally still a puddle of water right here. Oh, that's really cool. Honestly, it looks like salt almost. I wonder if it is. All right, I'm gonna go up this. I'm gonna check stuff out, then I'm gonna head along the wall all the way back. All the way back to the trail that takes me to that cool cave. See, the canyon just continues to go back. Got another little slot right there. Let's check it out. Earlier in this video, I talked about me trying to be better about walking and recording at the same time. I obviously am not doing a very good job of that. Check out all those rocks in there. That's really cool. All right. It's really pretty, the trees up on top. Okay, I think I'm gonna head back. Came to this spot, and when this river's flowing, it must be just like gushing out from underneath there. That massive rock has fallen across. So the only way for the water to come through is underneath it. That looks really cool. So the water obviously gushes down that slot. There's so many big boulders in this area. It actually goes underneath almost all of these boulders. It's really cool, really unique. So I'm kind of up high right now, so I'll give you a little view of that valley I've been hiking in. All right, let's get to that cool cave. All right, so I'm about 4.5 miles into the hike. I'm just heading back towards the trail that gets me to the cool cave trail. I just saw this really cool spire that's just kind of hanging out here on its own. Thought I'd come check it out. All right, and back to the cool cave trail. Let's go check it out. All right, we're getting close to, well, I'm assuming we're getting close to this cool cave. I will say it feels really nice in here. It's definitely cooler. Wonder how far back it goes back in here. Oh, this is awesome. Wow. Wow, this is incredible. Dang. Check that out. Super muddy right here. I'm gonna try to squeeze by without getting muddy. We'll see. Oh yeah, no problem. Dang. That's awesome. just gonna give you a view of what this cave is like. Well, what they call the cool cave. So you got that where this water, when it rains a lot, gushes down. You still have water in here. And I want to give you an idea of how big this cave is. You can see it's enormous. It's enormous. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. That is really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna do this shepherd loop. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me. I'm about 5.2 miles into the hike right now. See how it goes. It's a tiny little rock, but it's really cool. That little tiny balanced rock up there. Pretty cool. I'm probably 5.5 miles into the hike. Currently on the shepherd loop. There's another one of those like white pillar things. When I get home, I'm gonna research that because that's just really unique to me. Really, really weird. I gotta figure it out. So I'm doing the shepherd loop. And I'm just walking in this wash. I'm slowly making my way up. Kind of interesting. This particular trail I don't have on all trails, so I don't feel super comfortable that I'm going the right way, but looks like I go up here. But we'll see how it goes. Seems to be really cool though. Well, I'm kind of at a stop, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll hike around and see if I can go further, but all right, so I've turned around. I couldn't see where that, and the trail could have been washed out, I don't know, but I could not see where the loop continued on. So I'm turning around, heading back to the regular trail. I'm about 6.2 miles in right now. All right, I'm back to the split in the trail. Gonna head back to the main trail now and finish this loop. Probably about 6.5 miles in, maybe a little bit more. Okay, 7 miles in. This is the way I came. Remember, I'm going backwards to what the trail says. So this is my trail ahead of me, so let's do it. Check that rock out. It's crazy. Man, that sky is just like so deep blue. So pretty. This hike is turned out to be substantially longer than what I originally thought of, but I did do an awful lot of hiking off trail, so it's been beautiful though. Hot, really hot, but definitely beautiful. All right, just hiking up this area. I want to kind of give you a really cool view. I don't know, I'm hiking up. It looks really cool, so I thought I'd show you, but it's really pretty. Get me out of the picture. Really unique. So I'm at a location called Secret Passage, and I'm assuming maybe because you could probably hike up that and probably get over this ledge. That would probably be Secret Passage, I guess. Other than that, I'm not really 100% sure why this is called Secret Passage. It's a really cool area, just not 100% sure. So that's my assumption. My assumption is this would potentially allow somebody to climb up and over. I don't know. Interesting. I'm about 7.8 miles into my hike. All right, back on the main trail, heading towards, I think Indian Cave is the last thing we're gonna see on this hike. What a unique landscape in the 4+ hours that I've been hiking. So far I've only seen 2 other people, which that's my kind of hike. I really enjoy that. I love when I don't mind sharing the trail with people. I also enjoy when I have it all to myself, so really enjoyed this. So just came up to this rock. How cool is that? It's super cool. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, it's crazy. So I'm 8.5 miles in. I don't know if you can see that, but that gigantic rock right there is balanced on this little tiny bit of dirt down here. That's nuts. It's crazy. I'm about 8.5 miles in. My phone's about to die, so hopefully I'll be able to make it to the end of this trail. So this section right here is called the Hat Shop. I'm assuming it's because of these hoodoos and the rocks that are sitting up on top of them. Pretty cool. With all the rain, there's a lot of new growth in this desert. The desert is green and tons of new growth. The way the sun is setting and hitting that, it's beautiful. So I just finished up a few minutes ago, about a quarter mile from the end of the hike. My phone died, so I normally like to show me as I finish up the hike, but unfortunately my phone was dead, so I'm just going to do a quick recap. Started the hike. First place I hit was Panoramic Point. That was beautiful. Like, you can see all the way down towards kind of going towards Lake Powell in the distance. You can see Bryce Canyon. It's beautiful. So loved that. And then I got to Mammoth Spire, and I ended up taking the wrong trail. Ended up on the wrong side of the Mammoth Spire, so I hiked across to the regular trailhead. From there, hiked to the cool cave area. I decided to kind of go off trail and go up a canyon. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that quite a bit. Came back down, hit that cool cave area. That was really cool. So it's a great name for it. Came back out and then went and attempted to do Shepherd's Loop. And unfortunately, that was really neat. I really enjoyed that, but I didn't understand where the trail went. So not sure if the trail got washed out. I'm not sure if I went the wrong way. I didn't see any other direction, so came back to the regular trail and started heading back on that regular trail, and there's an area called Secret Passage. That was pretty cool. Didn't quite understand it. I believe it's because you can climb up and maybe climb over, but that was really cool. After Secret Passage, went to the ballerina spire, I believe that was the next place, and then there was supposed to be Indian Cave, and somehow I hiked right past it. Somehow I missed that one, unfortunately. Not quite sure what it was, but so there was a really cool rock on the way out that I'm assuming, I believe, I could be wrong, but Indians had used their fingers to mark the rock, and it looked super cool, really, really cool. Yeah, I thought that was amazing. Then I was making my way out, and unfortunately my phone died. So this is a really, really unique area. There's these interesting white spires that are completely different color than the brown rock, the brown sandstone, which I got to figure out what they're all about, because it intrigues me, but I just don't quite understand it. So I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, I'd highly recommend this place. It's not too far from Bryce Canyon, so if you're in Bryce Canyon, it's a fairly short drive to get here from Bryce. But yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, appreciate it. So I just drove to the kind of the end of the road in this Kodachrome state park. Got this really cool spire right there. I'm just gonna, sorry, that is really bright. There we go. I don't care if I look darker, but yeah. Then you can see there's another really cool spire right there. Work my way around. Yeah, it's beautiful. Little tiny snake on the trail with me. Just a little tiny guy. Got a little tiny balanced rock up there. Super cool. Probably a little less than a half mile in. I'm actually on the opposite side of the mountain that the arch is on. It's kind of a loop trail. Alright, this trail kind of comes out to a panoramic point. Super pretty. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. Got my friend the moon. Amazing. Sun will probably be setting in the next 30 minutes or so. Not sure what they call that, but or if it even has a name, but it's pretty cool. cool rock formation. Got a little window in it. I think we might be watching this sunset before too long. Hiked around the back side of this thing intentionally, hoping that I would get to the arch right around sunset. It just happened. Not sure where this arch is at, honestly. These white pillar things, white spire things are super cool. So pretty the way the lighting is right now. Yeah, it's pretty. Alright, we're about 1.2 miles in. Super pretty. Super pretty. I believe that the arch is right around this corner. Sunset is starting. I believe this is the area that it's in. Looks like it's right here. All right, where are you? Death of an angel. I don't see it. Am I blind? What's happening here? I'm almost 100% positive it used to be right there. Looking at this, looking at that. I believe it used to be right there. It must have broke. Wow. Wow, wonder when it broke. That's sad. Oh, I guess it says right there, last week of April. Huh. Well, that's where it was. I didn't realize I wasn't gonna be able to see it, but got this spectacular sunset going on. Wow, that's pretty. It's incredible. That is spectacular. Just gonna video this as I walk. It's been an amazing day in the Kodachrome State Park. Alright, just getting close to being finished. I wouldn't say I'm finished, but getting close. What a spectacular sunset. Check that out. That's just crazy. I love when the light like comes up in rays like that. Incredible. Wow, it's just gorgeous. So pretty. This little hike was 1.7 miles. Almost back to my car. My friend the moon hiked with me. A great little hike. It was a lot of fun. Check out that sunset. That sunset is incredible. That is nuts. All right, I'm getting to this place super late. It's dark, but it's supposed to be super cool. Luckily, it's showing up better on this camera than it is being in person, so. Wow, that's super pretty. That's beautiful. The sun has set about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Like I said, it's looking dark here for sure. Dang, that's super cool. So I made it here. And man, my camera makes this look a lot lighter than it actually is. I really didn't think I was gonna make it. I was going 50 miles an hour on a little tiny dirt road. Man, that's pretty. That's incredible. You can hear the bugs are out, so you know the sun's down. Well, I made it to get a decent picture. This place is super cool. Grateful for a camera that allows this to look decent. It is definitely nighttime here. Very little light. I'm gonna head out of here. See, the sun has set. There's my friend the moon. But I'm gonna head home, I think.
I sure hope you enjoyed this, what I'm calling bonus content. Wasn't expecting to do these other hikes, and definitely wasn't expecting to come out and see this arch. So grateful I had the opportunity. Appreciate you.